Yo, what's good, guys? We're back with another tier list maker. This time we're doing NFL running backs. For this tier list maker, as you can see, there seems to be a lot of running backs, but there's really two of every single running back. As you can see, there's two Todd Gurley's, two Melvin Gordons. So, we're going to be doing the first three columns. So let's start this off. Tariq Cohen. He split snaps with David Montgomery last season. In 2018, he was really good. He broke out. He's 5'6". He can catch the ball. He can decently run the ball. Kind of took a step back from last season and 2019 from his 2018 season. Right now, I'm going to have him in average. Okay, you know how it says bad, terrible, average, good, elite? Terrible is just backup. We're just imagine this as backup. And then bad is just going to be like average. Alright? So right now, I'm going to have him average, not bad. Tevin Coleman, he's in that 49er system where it's like three running backs. They have like Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, Matt Breida, and they have Jerick McKinnon. Right now, I'm just going to have him average. I'm going to move this around a little bit later as we go. Todd Gurley hasn't been the same since 2018 regular season. Right now he's on the Falcons. I don't think he's going to do a whole lot there. People are way overhyping him, thinking that he's magically back from his knee injury. I think he's going to split snaps there with Ito Smith. Right now, I'm going to have him an average just because I have to see what he does. But can I edit this? Yes, I can. So this is going to be average. This is going to be above average. And this is going to be backup. Alright. So Aaron Jones, I think he led the league in total touchdowns for a non-QB last season. He had 20 plus, something like that. Right now, he isn't good. He's above average. I think he can become elite real soon. He was drafted in 2017. That draft class was really stacked. You're going to see a bunch of those dudes on this list. Adrian Pearson, he just had his birthday. I believe he just turned 34. He's old. He used to be one of the best in the league. I think he's a top 5 running back of all time. Right now, I'm going to have him in average. Alvin Kamara, he did really good at the beginning of last season, then got injured, was basically on one foot the whole season. At the end of the season, he kind of shined again, but right now, I'm going to have him in good. Not elite yet, but I'm going to have him right above Aaron Jones because I think he has a lot more talent than Aaron Jones. Chris Carson, he's really good in 2018. He had 1,000 yards rushing. He's also a 2017 guy, drafted in 2017. He's really just had a fumbling issue. He was benched at one point because of his fumbling issues. But he's a good running back. He's an above average for me. Austin Eckler, underutilized last season. Understood why, but I think he's going to get a lot more carries this season just because Melvin Gordon's gone. He can catch really well for a running back. Right now, I'm going to have him in above average, right above Tevin Coleman. Christian McCaffrey, he is the perfect running back in this league right now. He can catch the ball. He's quick. He's the best running back in the league. There's no doubt about it. Dalvin Cook, he was healthy for most of last season, and we really got to see him. He's another 2017 guy. Also, Alvin Kamara was a 2017 guy too. And Austin Eckler, right? I think so, or is 2018. I'm not sure exactly. Dalvin Cook, he is right below Alvin Kamara, I think. Just because Alvin Kamara is not as injury prone as Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's not necessarily injury prone, but he tends to get injured a lot. Damian Williams, he's average. He deserves Super Bowl MVP over Patrick Mahomes, but I guess the quarterback's got to get it. Let's see. David Johnson, backup. Finesse the Texans for DeAndre Hopkins. Nothing really special. 2-year wonder. Really wasn't good for the past 3 years now. 2 years? Yeah, 3 or 2 years. David Montgomery, drafted last year, 2019 draft class. He was good, splitting snaps with Tariq Cohen, but he's not as good as him. I think I'm going to have him right below Todd Gurley. Derrick Henry really broke out last season. I believe drafted in 2016. He was a top tier running back this season, but he's not better than Chris McCaffrey. He's 6'3", great speed. It was really good for the Titans, and reason why they even made the playoffs last season. Devin Singletary, underutilized in Buffalo. I believe he's going to get a lot more carries next season. I believe he led the league in rushing, or average yards per attempt. I think he's an above average running back, really. I think I'm going to have him above Tevin Coleman. Really fights for yards every single time he can. If you watch him play, he's amazing. Ezekiel Elliott, I think I'm going to have him right below Derrick Henry. He had 1,300 plus rushing yards last season. Took a step back from his previous year. He's always been good ever since he came to the league back in 2016. He's an amazing running back, generational talent. James Conner, really good in 2018. Another 2017 guy. Really stepped up when Le'Veon Bell didn't want to play for the Steelers. I believe he is the starting running back now. He was injured for most of 2019. We didn't really see him post his breakout season. I think he is an average running back right now just because we got to see more of him. And Joe Mixon, another 2017 guy, number one running back for the Bengals. He was really bad at the beginning of last season, but really stepped up later on in the season. He is an above average running back, really. I think I'm going to have him right above Tevin Coleman and below Devin Singletary. I might put him above Devin Singletary just because Devin Singletary was a rookie last season. This is Kellen Balaj, backup. Who's this? I thought this is David Montgomery. I don't know who this is. Might gotta figure that out. Kareem Hunt hasn't been good since the beginning, or hasn't played since the beginning of 2018 season. He's a backup right now. He kind of split snaps with Nick Chubb towards the end of the season, post-suspension. But he hasn't really got a chance to really be good. We have to see what he does next season. Right now I'm going to have him back up. Kenyon Drake broke out after he was traded to the Cardinals. He was on the Dolphins previously. I think he could become an elite running back, but right now I think I'm going to have him in above average, right above Austin Eckler. This Kerryon Johnson has 1,000 career rushing yards. He was drafted in 2018. He only had 300 rushing yards last season. I think I'm going to place him in average right now just because he's got to show more. Drafted in 2018. Yeah, I want to have him right above Damian Williams. Le'Veon Bell hasn't done diddly squat in the league since 2017, really. I think I'm going to have him in average. I know I'm going to get hate for that. Because, what about 2017, 2016, 2015? Yeah, well, right now it's 2020. He hasn't done shit since then. I think I'm going to have him in average right below Damian Williams. It's not really his fault last season just because that O-line was horrible. They drafted Mekhi Becton in the first round. So we got to see what that O-line does for him next season. Leonard Fournette, another 2017 guy, hasn't been really too good since his rookie season. I believe he just had barely 1,000 rushing yards this season. He had a 200 rushing yard game, I'm pretty sure, or almost, this season. A little bit injury prone, but I'm going to have him in average right below Tariq Cohen. Malcolm Brown, backup. He was good for the Rams in 2018 when he had to step in. It says Darius Guice. He was drafted in 2018. He needs to show a little bit more. He's more of a rotational guy in that offense with Chris Thompson and Adrian Pearson. Mark Ingram, really good pickup for the Ravens a year back. He's done a lot for them last season. He's great in that system. I think I'm gonna have him right at the bottom of above average just because he's been so good throughout his career. Marlon Mack, he had just over 1,000 rushing yards last season. He's an alright running back. He's decent for the Colts. He could be a little bit better, I think, but I really just gotta see him break out. I think he's an average running back. I think I'm gonna have him right above Kerryon Johnson. Matt Breida, another running back in that 3 running back system. He's a backup. He isn't the best one in that system. It's between Raheem Mostert and Tevin Coleman. I believe Tevin Coleman just because he's played more in the regular season for them. Melvin Gordon, he thinks he's going to do really good this season because the Charger system was not good for him, even though he was really good in 2018. Okay, big shot. He really wants all the money he could possibly get. He was decent before his 2018 season, but he's an average running back for me. I think I'm going to have him right below Le'Veon Bell. Miles Sanders, a rookie last season. He was good for them. He's a good catching back. People believe he's going to break out next season. I'm not exactly sure about that, but he has a lot of talent. I think I'm going to have him right below James Conner. I think he's got a little more potential than David Montgomery next season. Nick Chubb really broke out last season. He drafted in 2018. He was great for them. He was a top-tier running back last season. I think I'm going to have him good right above Alvin Kamara. Philip Lindsay didn't do a lot last season. Expected to be really good. Considering his 2018 campaign, he had just over 1,000 yards rushing. He's a really speedy back, smaller. I think I'm going to have him right above Adrian Pearson just because he kind of disappointed me last season. Raheem Mostert really showed up in the playoffs, but I don't think he's the best running back in that system. I think I'm going to have him an average right below Damian Williams. Actually, I'm going to have him above him just because he was so good in the playoffs. Ronald Jones, backup. He split stats with Peyton Barber. He's nothing really special. Saquon Barkley, below Ezekiel Elliott and Elite, just because Zeke put up more numbers in both of the seasons that he's played in the NFL. I don't know why people try to argue that he's better. I believe he's more talented, but I don't think he's better. Sonny Michel can't catch for his life, even though he can catch in college really well. He had just over 1,000 rushing yards last season, or 2018, I believe. He's an okay running back. I think I'm going to have him an average, right below Damian Williams. He's really got to show me more. And I think that's it for all the running backs. I don't know who this is. I am so sorry. I don't know who this is. It looks like David Montgomery. I thought that was David Montgomery. Is that a Browns uniform? No, that's Josh Jacobs. Oh, I'm stupid. Josh Jacobs. He was really good last season. He was a offensive rookie of the year. Candidate. They don't win it. Kyler Murray beat him just because Josh Jacobs was out for a couple games at the beginning of the season. He was really good. People expected him to be the next Saquon Barkley. Not sure exactly about that, but he was really good. I think I'm going to have him at the top above average. He has the potential to become elite. He has a high ceiling, I feel. So, that's going to be it. Let me just make sure a couple of these guys I like. I think I'm going to have Marlon Mack just above Miles Sanders. And Philip Lindsay right below him. Yeah, this looks right. I think I'm going to have Kenny Drake right below Austin Eckler. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, comment if you have another opinion other than mine. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside, and have a good one.